Hey guys, what's going on? Good afternoon from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Once again, let me give you one more review. I was initially gonna do just the one that I just finished, Swiss Army Altitude by Victorinox. I just finished that. I thought I would just do the one, but guess what? I have second review for you. This is a women's perfume, and I have a lot of fragrances in line that I'm taking them down one by one. I've written them in list. I'm very organized in that way, and I like to finish them all. Then I feel good inside. So today's fragrance is gonna be House of Givenchy, and this is Dahlia Noir for women. This is the EDP version. Be mindful of that be mindful that they have many flankers of this EDT, low, fresh, some I forgot the names, but they have at least 5 or 6 from this line. This is a legendary line from House of Givenchy. Before I start, this is one ml sample, official sample, kind of pink. This is how the bottle looks. I already pre-sprayed this on a paper. Yeah, so basically that's how the bottle looks. I think it's a 90 ml bottle, bigger bottle size. They have a smaller bottle sizes, 30, 50. Let me check on Fragrantica, and they will have 30, 50, and 75 ml. Okay, the biggest bottle is 75 ml, and it was launched in 2011. So 9 years already, and the legendary perfumer Francois Demachy, he is the nose behind it. So you guys know, I think he is responsible for a lot of Dior fragrances, isn't it? So yeah, Dahlia Noir, it's a bit translate to Black Dahlia. Okay, so I really want to say a few things before I start the review. This is very expensive. In Bangladesh, I saw the prices are very expensive. Women's perfume in general are a little bit more pricey, but this fragrance is sold for $100 plus retail. Do not do that, please. If you're overseas, do not pay retail on these perfumes unless you are scared for fakes and money is not an issue. Do not do it, because these fragrances from Givenchy are absolute quality. This house is absolute love. I reviewed a lot of fragrances from this house. You guys know that, and I'm giving it a lot of love. This house Givenchy. Just type Givenchy Joy Amin on YouTube. You'll see how many Givenchy I reviewed. And in general, when you want to find fragrances of any reviewer or any fragrance, just type and followed by his name, reviewer or her name. You can find the desired review if it's there. Always remember how to search. Uh, so this perfume, it's something I really wanted, but the prices are a little bit on the higher side. That's why I did not pull the trigger. But definitely one of the best perfumes I sniffed from women's side. If you talk about Armani C, if you talk about Good Girl, if you talk about those some of the more popular ones, Angel, this and that, this is that front row fragrance. And I really love how Givenchy put like Guerlain. I almost feel like Givenchy and Guerlain in the same territory. Do you know why? Because they both make fantastic fragrance. They have heritage. They have been making fragrance for a very long time, and the fragrances actually speak to you. You know, like Kenzo, another house I absolutely love. They make fragrances that interest you. Kenzo Jungle. You know, who would make a fragrance that's called Jungle, something exotic? This is a very exotic fragrance. It reminds me of something like classy movie. I think Black Dahlia or something. There's a story of murder or something. There's a nice story of a movie. I watched it a long time ago. I forgot, but this reminds me of that. So how does this smell? This perfume is about rose. Okay, what did I spray? I think this side, yeah. So when I sprayed for the first time, I get kind of like a citrus blush. There is some citruses, but maybe some orangey opening or something like that, a little bit of pink pepper, but it goes away, develops more into this iris, creamy rose, like a powdery rose, baby powder sort of rose, young rose, sort of like a British rose. And then I think there's another note, I forget, is it patchouli? It's written there. Tonka bean, patchouli, yes, patchouli, tonka bean, mimosa, iris, and roses. So this perfume, the way it looks, pink color, that's how this smells. Very classy, and the floral is not something I have two kind of florals. I justify. I hate some florals that give me headache, like CK1 gives me headache. Like sometimes jasmine is big too much. Sometimes the rose is big too much. I hate it because it gives me headache. But when rose is done delicate, when fragrances are done, powdery fragrances are done to the perfection, this is an ideal example. I absolutely love Dahlia Noir. I said on Fragrantica, where's the love button for this? I gave it 10 out of 10. That's what I'm going to do today. 10 out of 10 fragrance, amazing longevity. This is classic. This is dress it up kind of occasion. There's going to be champagne, not beer, okay? You see the occasion, you're going to be dressing up like gown, and it's going to be gala night. There's going to be classy music, jazz perhaps. This fragrance goes with that. Classy people, classy movies, you know, classy drinks, cocktails. Almost reminds me of, I was not born in 50s, but I would imagine 50s, there'll be class like this, okay? So fragrance, it's really nice. It reminds me a little bit of Gucci Bloom, same floral heart. but the chypre, I think there's something chypre about it that is also giving this classy feel. Definitely Dahlia Noir is absolute favorite of mine. Check it out. It's a perfection. There's no weakness in this perfume. Only weakness is bottle could be bigger and the price, I'm a little bit cheap here, but uh, I'm not willing to pay $110, not because it's Givenchy, it's just any fragrance, you know. From Givenchy in general, you can find it obvious reasons in discounters for, let's say 55, not 55, it's gonna be a little bit more pricey. Let's say $70. Perfect price for 75 mil. I would not pay more than that. 65 would be just so good. So check it out. Dahlia Noir EDP. If I find the other flankers, I'll review it. Really nice, really, really nice. I mean, like, I'm in love with this perfume. So classy. And this perfume at no way comes off cheap smelling. That is one of the best things. But make sure you have a mature nose and you do try it, because fragrances are subjective. Your nose is different than mine, and I am just here to show you a fragrance, to give you a hint towards go and test it. Do not go and blind buy it, rather, you know, because you may end up regretting it. So always test, get a sample like this. You'll be able to tell, like, if you want the full bottle or not. That's the review for today. Perfection 10 for Dahlia Noir. Thanks for watching and have a very nice day, and Eid Mubarak and the third day of Eid. Bye bye.